Republic Polytechnic.
Eerie presence of Sally at E2 building. Most RP students will agree that there's just something about the E2 building that makes it very eerie. Maybe it's the lack of natural light or the maze of dimly lit corridors, but people have always felt like someone or something was watching them when they walk along the corridors there. In one of the most popular tales, there's supposedly a little girl called Sally who haunts the E2 building. They say that Sally's a lonely child, and if you say her name 3 times at level 3, she will appear and ask you to play with her. Haunted toilets. There have been multiple accounts of ghostly sightings at the W6 and W3 toilets. Some say that there is always one cubicle that's locked from the inside even though it's empty, and it cannot be unlocked. Others say you can hear weird noises like the running of the tap, or even a girl crying from inside the cubicle, even though there's no one. Grandmother and grandson. It's against the rules for students to stay overnight in the club rooms, but a group of students decided to spend the night in their club room after finishing up some work. At night, they locked the room and turned off the lights so that the security guards wouldn't see them. In the middle of the night, they heard a knock on the door, but they just hid because they thought it was the security guard going on his rounds. After a while, they heard another knock. This time, it was louder. Then, they heard the voice of an old woman asking,
"Have you seen my grandchild?"
Legend has it that it was the grandmother, who had lost her grandson there, and that till this day, the grandson is still lurking around the RP fountain.
Singapore Polytechnic.
As the oldest poly in Singapore, you're sure find many terrifying tales of it, each with its own variations. The most infamous story is of the Red Bridge at the School of Business and CAS. They say that back then, a girl had jumped off the bridge, and when she landed on the ground, her blood splattered up onto the bridge. The blood stains could never be washed off completely and would always reappear even after being painted over, so the school decided to paint the whole bridge red to mask the stains. Some people have also warned against walking at the sides of the bridge, as the girl's spirit will attempt to pull you off the bridge and join her in her realm. The U-shaped toilets. There are some U-shaped toilets around the main library, and many students have felt strange vibes whenever they use those toilets. It's said that in one of the orientation camps, a freshie got possessed in one of the U-shaped toilets when he stopped there as part of their night walk route. Despite his small build, he had the strength of almost 10 persons, and even the biggest guy in the camp couldn't restrain him. They only managed to chase the spirit away when they called a medium down to help. Rumor has it that this incident is also the reason why SP banned night walks.